I think we're live. I think it's happening.
Good. Well, we'll just do some readings and get about our night. How about that? Huh.
Hi, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Good to see you.
What's up? Good to see ya. Been a crazy week. Mercury retrograde's been having me all short-tempered with my Aries rising.
Hi, Aisha.
Yes, sure. Brandon, thank you. Brandon said he's got a pen and paper to be taking a list if you'd like
thank
it.
you, Brandon. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Aisha. Good to see you, hon. We're good. How are you doing?
It's good to see you.
So we're gonna lay down some tarot. You got a question? You're first. Brandon said he's got the pen and paper.
You're first.
You got the body.
You're technically first.
Hi, Tina B. Yeah, we're just getting started, so let's get going.
Responsibility.
So Miriam was just about to like she's like, I'm ready to get down and get busy, and then we had a good dinner, the dogs got fed, and she's like, rather than me do this other thing, let's just jump on and do tarot for people. So here we are. Yeah. So yeah, Brandon Hunt, if you would take a list, Tina B, Aisha, I can't see who else is in chat right now, but hey everybody, I'm Heather, Woke.Ones.Revolution, appreciate you being here. If you would please, if you do desire to have your cards read, please make sure you're a subscriber. Like this video, share it, and we would love to share our insights with you that come through. That's Miriam, this beautiful Miriam Kramer, Point Your Compass.
Hello.
We're here to answer your questions, and so you do have to be present for us to go ahead and read them, and when your name gets called, please, per usual, go ahead and let us know you're there by throwing your question back in the chat for us to help keep it rolling smoothly. And we should be here to have a good time. If you haven't, go for it.
All the links to schedule a reading with us is down below this video right now as we speak. So we'd love to sit with you one-on-one because we are really good at our jobs. We study really hard and we find some crazy out of this world crazy stuff. I will also say that for our next secret projects coming up, I'm saying they're secret, Heather and I are pushing the envelope by using AI. And very, very interesting how it's so cool, man. It's so cool.
I'm having fun watching you play.
If you have access to my Patreon channel, that link is down below. I'm excited because as soon as I get this first channeling, okay, I'm not going to lie. I use my phone to channel. And usually I'm driving or away from the house. Like in Corpus, I would go to this ice cream shop and get an ice cream cone and channel in the corner in front of the girls. But I'm piecing together the voice recording. So basically just editing it. We're going to try to put it into an AI format. And my patrons over on Patreon channel, they're going to get it first because they've been very, very insanely loyal to me. And I love those people so very much. So also, Oh, yes. Heather and I are doing joined readings together. Um, what did we get the final?
We're doing an hour and 15 minutes. There's two options.
Yeah.
Yeah, hour and 15 minutes doing tarot.
Mhm.
Where we just are going to throw down for you, and not only throw down, but we're going to go into both of us will be throwing down our cards. We'll be throwing down. You'll get oracles in it, but just know, like when her and I are together, the channeling it just goes, and we can pull it all out. She's got Pluto in the first house. I got Pluto in the seventh house, right in my descendants. So you got Pluto ascending. I got Pluto descending, and together we dig to the deeps, to the depths, and we pull stuff out. Same thing we have going for the natal chart interpretations. We will go into strengths, opportunities. You know what? We'll even be able to find your spiritual gifts.
We'll even check and see if your stocks are doing good in the stock market. Ask us why.
Ask why.
Ask us why.
That was so much fun yesterday.
Oh, it's echoing again?
It's, yeah, it's.
Is that better, Tina B?
I almost wonder if one of us just needs to stay muted, but she muted, I'm unmuted. Can you guys hear us? Let us know. Talk, Miriam.
I'm shuffling for Tina B.
I haven't even started shuffling yet, but nobody's responding.
Sounds good. Okay.
So evidently one of us needs to stay muted, and that one is going to be Miriam. So, but yeah, the other option is for us to go in and just deep dive on your natal chart. Answer some pressing questions you may have had. You get an hour 15 with us, and honestly, we're cool with doing it any way you want. You got questions, we will just observe, go through it, and make sure you have a better understanding of everything. So, but yes, that is available. It's $250. Remember, you're getting both of us and our plethora of knowledge and our spirit guide team to come in and help you out. So book with us. Our calendars are open. Everything will be updated in the link to this live. It is already on the community channel of Woke.Ones.Revolution. So let's dive in and get some cards going. So you've got Tina B and I've got Aisha. Am I saying your name right, dear? Okay. All right. Nice to meet you, hon. If it's your first time here, welcome. Glad to have you. Welcome back. See, we got a few other you in there. Anybody got questions, put them in the chat. Brandon's our guy today. He's going to be moderating and keeping track of the list. So if you want on the list, throw your question in there and Brandon will put you on the list. You got to be present for us to read for you. And we're going to get going. Miriam's laying down right now. I'm going to start shuffling and tapping in. So Aisha and Tina B, if you guys could open up to us, we'll be able to get going with you. Be back in just a minute. So Aisha's wanting to know when will I meet my life partner? I'm single now. And seeing arranged marriage proposals. Okay. Tina B says just whatever comes up in the cards.
I got it. I'm good.
Did you unmute?
I had to, so Tina could hear me. Yes. Okay, so Tina. Hi. I was actually like zoning in on you. If you could open up. You need me to take the earbuds out?
It's just echoing on your side. don't know why. It's just your volume or something. Well, let's just go. You go, babe. I muted my phone.
Okay.
Hey, everybody just joining in. Good to see you guys. And as Brandon said, he's there taking your questions. We're shuffling for the first couple. Rosalind, Casey, Amar, good to see you back. Saw you last time. Okay.
I gotta see the rest of this story, Tina B. I'm sorry. I'm just being nosy. I'll tell you the whole thing, I swear to God. Tina, the cards are kind of showing you struggling getting over a relationship of some sort. Is that true? Where's Tina B? Tina? Oh, you're in a relationship. Okay. Okay. Don't shoot the messenger then. Okay. It shows that things have, it would be like you've been living single or solo in the relationship for quite some time. Also being put in strong positions here of not knowing truly how the other person feels, or only, it would be like getting the worst parts of this person's day. And this would also show like not even great conversations happening between you and this other person. Okay. Thank God, because this is kind of rocky and rolling. So emotionally, like if we were to stand outside of this and sort of look at how well does this person fit with your family, or fit with your home life and your lifestyle, or fit with your financial stability or your financial future in the way that you have been trying so hard to make it so. You already know that there's deficits, strong deficits in this area. There's a lot of time here that, yes, it would definitely feel wasted time. And there's a question in the cards, like I can tell that you may feel like this person's your friend. You know, you guys may be friends, and that's cool, but it's almost like there's no passion in the marriage. Does that make sense? In the relationship. So there's sort of how do I say it? I don't even know if I want to say this publicly. The other person knows, like, it's really kind of screwed up because the other person knows they didn't give it their best effort. Okay, I can see that. They can tell, and they're also in this position here where they know how long it's been. Like if we were to ask this person, what in this relationship, what have you earned? You know, because you can only take what you've earned. This person would say, I deserve to have her leave because that's what I earned. Does that make sense? It does also show how many times you have struggled with this person to try to say, I had a marital therapist for like 3 years. And one of the things he said to us was that, the divine feminine person or the one that's carrying that flame, we always tend to be the ones that's always trying to take the temperature of the relationship and the responsibility of constantly having to take the temperature of the relationship. And at the time, it was sort of like, why don't we just give Miriam a break? And I'm like, yeah, okay. They know that, it's sort of like, oh no, this person's not in love with me anymore. They're going to leave. But at the same time, like I have 888. They earned this. I don't understand. Like they earned it. I do also kind of see that there's an opportunity. I don't know if an ex has contacted you or if an ex is thinking about you or if like randomly you just started thinking about an ex. Maybe you've been having dreams about this ex and whatever's happening in the dreams is like you're looking at the sadness or the grief of the memories that you used to have with this person. And I don't think it was given a fair shot. Something about that. And so you've been wondering if you should move forward and just stop all this nonsense. You are praying for like a reunion, but it's hope revived around. To me, this would be like maybe perhaps you have something that your ex gave you once upon a time and you kept it. I don't know if these are pictures, but it definitely could be. It could also be a gift of some sort. Maybe it's like this person, the flowers they used to buy you all the time, but there is something here. And she's, 007 James Bond's shaken, not stirred, right? She's stirring up this feeling of love. And you're literally trying to stop, like, nope, stop that right now. Stop that right now. Hold it all in. Be tough. Be strong, self. Be strong. And then secretly down deep, it's sort of like, is this person thinking of me as much as I'm thinking of them? Would you like an answer to that question, Tina B? Give me a second. I think you're both reaching for it at the same time. And I'm going to say this because I don't know why it just came up. So it would talk about life being hard enough. And when you both were together, you guys were like children playing. You had no problem playing together. Some couples are so serious all the time. You and this person played. And it's sort of like you're both reaching for the same thing here. One is, I don't know, there's father issues going on with this other person. The father, grandfather, great uncle person is sort of talking about time to your person. Yeah, somebody may have bad health, or they might have brought you up in a conversation where they're sort of talking about, I always felt that you worked better with Tina. I always felt it's too bad that you guys couldn't work something out here, try to talk through your problems, because I always thought, it's got your person nervous, because all they did, sort of like them saying, I thought this person meant more to you. You just up and poofed and pretended like it didn't exist. And I actually thought you both worked well together. So yes, go ahead. Heather, your turn.
All right. Hi, Aisha, baby. I know you're wanting to know about when you're going to meet your soulmate. Well, I could just tell you the simple answer that I got out of a lot of cards being laid down has a lot to do. I mean, you came right out with like a choice. And I always say this is my choice card. It's a choice of it's the card of discernment. It's taking the emotion out of what's on your mind, what choices you're facing. And on one end, we've got the 3 of Wands, looking out, like that question that you have. Should I venture out? Am I going to find my soulmate if I go, go move across the country or go on vacation, travel? Or the other choice, do I just sit here and keep pretending like I'm not carrying a big old load by myself, wishing it was a whole lot lighter with somebody else? It's a matter of, do I want to stay? Do I stay or do I go? I don't know. Well, honestly, here's what I'm saying, what I'm seeing. Going through, I can see that you're really in your deeps about it, all in your Scorpio depths of the mind, of the shadow. Am I good enough? Yes, I'm good enough. You're going through some changes in life. Your psychic sensitivities are even peaking, and you're feeling things. Even the question that you asked me today, you're feeling it. You're feeling the stirring and the inner rumbles of what your soul knows that you're yearning for. And I will say that your soul, when I'm looking at this, is telling me that you are so worthy of all that love. That wish is on its way. However, baby, you got to slow down. There's some maturity that needs to happen first. And if it's not on your end, maybe universe is just waiting for this guy to get mature on his end. On my top row for the clarifier, I also ended up with the King of Cups upside down, which would land right below it a King of Pentacles upside down. And then on both of them, both decks, Two of Pentacles. So sometimes, let me just put it this way, dear. We may be ready, and we're sitting here going, hurry up. What's going on? What's going on with my love life? When are we going to meet the one? When is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? This going to happen? I'm feeling all of this lack. I need a new opportunity. Geez, show me the possibility. Bring me that inspiration. Bring me that new love connection, that new person that helps spark that, carry that shine that I shine and carry so bright. Baby, sometimes the universe just needs some more time. Okay. When we're ready, it doesn't mean that everything else is ready on the same timeline. Sometimes we have to wait for everything in the other party's life to maybe level up a bit, to meet you where you're at. So please don't take this as a sign of discouragement. I don't have a date. Literally, I saw the rest of this year as totally dry for you as far as from a love perspective. But it doesn't mean that you're not busy fulfilling that love within yourself and loving yourself really hard. Keep doing that. And whether it's arranged or if it's one that you find by venturing out on your own, it'll be the right one because they'll meet you at your level. So just don't rush into anything. Take your time. And, the maturity, I'm just getting more experience. Give her, she needs more experience. They need more time to mature. So It'll happen in divine timing, baby. Hope that helps. Yeah.
Okay,
Let's go
so
smoother.
Rosalind left the room, and we're moving on to KCMR.
You do KCMR because I did KCMR yesterday or the day before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So then I'll go on to Starry. You're welcome, Aisha. Starry Hunt, are you still around? Well, we don't know if Starry's around.
KCMR, can I have your question, please?
Yeah, KCMR's question. I saw it in here. What do you see in my conversations within and myself looking like tomorrow? He called and said he wants to meet. Yesterday, was it yesterday that we did the live? I read for KCMR and it was like a 5 month ago or May ghosting of the relationship. You remember that one? Casey,
No,
are you Carrie?
Okay.
Carrie, is that right? Is that the right name? Well,
Okay.
sorry, put your question in there and I'll answer your question, dear.
I need somebody's question. Anybody.
I just read it to you.
N, right?
Yeah, so
But KCMR, are you still in the room? Oh, there's Rosalind. You want to love General? Wait, I did.
Just who are you getting? Are you getting Rosalind? You can get Rosalind. I'll get Starry if Casey is not in the room.
Okay, I'll do Rosalind. I'm so glad Rosalind has her picture there.
Rosalind wants a general read. Starry, yes, put your information in the chat so that I can start your spread, babe. And hi, Susan. Welcome in, dear. Our list, we're caught up on our list. So if you have a question, put it in there and give it to Brandon. He'll keep you tabs on you, but stay present or we won't read for you.
Okay, Rosalind, hold on.
Welcome, dear. Good to see you. And KCMR, if you jump back in, just let us know. You're up next after we're done with these.
Oh, Glory. She just came out with a bang. Oh. Rosalind, are you currently in a relationship right now? Question mark. Oh.
I got you, Starry. I'm going to mute my phone and start laying cards, babe.
Okay, I'm going to pull this back because this might have been a child or something.
It was also, you had two people coming through. You were pulling through. Okay.
Yeah, KCMR.
KCMR, you're going to have to wait. Miriam and I, you missed us, but we didn't answer your question. We're doing we're each doing another read, and then we'll get into your, and then, Miriam can get you next.
Rosalind, I have a strong borderline obsession with Harry Potter. All things Harry Potter. Is that you? Rosalind? It just hit me like, boom, Harry Potter. And I was like, okay. Is it? All the way down. God bless. Who am I picking up? Somebody in here is stronger than I am. Rosalind Crump. Because I tell you what I'm picking up. I'm picking up somebody in pink slippers with curlers in their hair, wearing a pink robe. Yeah, it's like 1950s pink, little pink wife, 1950s wife, kind of. Who is this? I'm picking up roses.
Yeah, somebody's in the room messing with energy.
Yeah, they're messing with energy. They're throwing everywhere.
Somebody's emotionally heavy, having an emotionally heavy day. Calm your teeth, baby. Messing with her flow.
It's like they just jumped in there and started throwing random. Rosalind, what's your birthday? Let's get around this goofball.
Yeah.
Rosalind, babe, what's your birthday? Yeah, like I'm picking up a Leo. Six, 10, 19. That'll work. Okay, this is what I have. Somebody who, this has to do, what I'm looking at, Rosalind, this is like someone who is steeped in work, right? So much work, overwhelming work. I have you trying to help and assist someone out. And over here, I have quite possibly gossip, that same person turning around and saying something or doing something about you at work. It's made things more difficult for you. Is this you? Someone kind of making a strange remark here. I just want to know if I finally grabbed her. That's all. It's a soulmate, soul contract person. Someone who is looking at quite possibly taking an action towards a relationship that they used a heavy hand towards. There's some sort of innocence and purity that's going along with this relationship, because like 100% of what all these people were saying are not true. Like not even a little bit. this person that I'm looking at has kind of done, okay, you're working at starting up on your own business. Okay. There's stress. Maybe this is just a worry or concern about gossip. Because I have some sort of comment or it is a truth, but it's a harsh kind of truth that's spoken. It is true, though. Like, it really is true, whatever this is. And I have someone up here who got real sensitive. They got like really super sensitive about something, and it was unnecessary. It would be a lot like someone saying, well, this is business and business is business. You know, it's like that. But this other person is very sensitive to, I mean, they may be looking at criticism versus critiquing. Criticisms versus critiquing. I'm showing here that there's a certain kind of dance that needs to happen with, it would be like saying if you're going to start a creative business, you can't come in there like, you know, you're militarized. That's not how the dances worked. You have to go with the flow of things. And someone up here is getting it's very sensitive because they don't feel equipped. They don't feel equipped. And at the same time, it looks like emotionally they're looking like they feel like insecure, like they don't know if they have what it takes. Yes, but also if they want something to just stop. You know, I don't like these new feelings. I want these new feelings to stop.
It's funny you said that. Right when you said that, I have a card standing here that it was standing up kind of at the back end. It was perfectly fine. Right when you said that, it went, it got knocked forward. Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of like with time and practice. These things, like, you wouldn't be able to determine anyway until you were in the heat of it. Have you ever heard of the game rugby? I play over in Wales and the UK. It's a lot like that. I don't know how to coach rugby, but I'm sure there's not much to the job because you don't really know until you're in there, elbows flying. And if someone wasn't willing, 1, 2, 3, 4, that would be like an appointment or set a date and time or something like that to possibly arrive. And I have this like emotional upset. That's the love relationship that's coming out right now because you see the 2 of Cups in the reverse and the Page of Cups in the reverse. You know, I don't like this kind of energy, especially alongside the Strength in reverse, because it talks about someone who lacks self-discipline or someone who lacks self-regulation, someone who, you know, they still want their mommy to do stuff for them, basically. And it doesn't come off correct. So I do see the sensitivities here, and I do hope that you guys can get through it. It's just sort of wondering, I don't know if this is the partner for me. That's how it would look like. And even though the partner has proven themselves with the King of Pentacles in the upright, they've proven themselves to come in and follow the certain rules and to gain an upper hand here. So I do have a soulmate, soul contract person. They're in the background in some way, Rosalind. I would almost concur with what Heather was saying a little while ago in that last reading. Because over here, I have you still working on the strength card. That's a major arcana. I have you still working, and that's number 8 at the top. You're using the number 5 right there, and you're holding in your hands the 11. Your person, Rosalind, is back here at the 3 and the 2. So you're early. You're early. 6 months. 7.
Is another universe is, you may be ready, but universe says hold your horses.
Yeah, hold your horses, Rosalind. You're way, look, you outpaced this person.
I'm saying like us when we were hitting middle school and all going through puberty, and how the boys didn't get there until like sophomore, junior year. You know, think of it that way.
Okay, do you remember your spiritual awakening? Do you remember how awful it was? Yeah? Okay, good. Because your person just got hit with the King of Swords and the Hierophant. Okay, so if yours was bad, this is like not just a lawyer, a judge. This is someone like the CEO of a company. This is literally someone coming in and putting a smack down on your person. Maybe they go to church, and this is their pastor, their rabbi. Look at them cards, man. This is what your person is doing right now. They're getting hit. Really, that's hard because it's true. It's hard.
And level up expectation status.
It's kind of like, you have not met the standard yet, sir. Try this.
Try again.
It's really bad. Like, it's really good, but it's really bad.
20 rosaries for you.
Okay, so like, have you ever jumped out of an aircraft at like 30,000 feet? Because that's what that is. Spiritual awakening. Get out of the aircraft. Boom.
Yeah. It's hitting more and more people right now, too. So many people are waking up out of the blue and going, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, like you thought you were good, right? You thought you were smooth? I'll bring in the King of Swords and the freaking Hierophant, dude.
Randomly in my playlist today, like I was just YouTube, I have the premium version that was playing through, and it picked up one of my readings. Wait, I think maybe it was both of us. No, it was one of mine, like from back in March, and it just randomly started playing in the middle of the video. And one of the things it was talking about was like how people don't, we always come across the people who don't believe in astrology, and how like I just handle it with grace because I know my audience and I know who to talk to about with
Dude, it's a lot like
who to talk to and who not to. But then I'm kind of like in the video I specifically said I can't wait till Neptune and Saturn both with Aries, and it shows them. Wait till they retrograde. It shows them the truth about stuff, and you see how many people are all suddenly like, "Oh, you mean this guy, our president, was really, coddling and hiding for bad guys? What? I mean, it was there the whole time, but
it's like
just an example.
When you're playing Uno and you've never played Uno before, and they break out the card like Uno, this card means right for you. You get any 4 colors you can choose from. You have just assigned meaning to that card.
Mm-hmm.
That's all astrology is.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. Like
meaning.
Any game that think about it. Any game that anybody's played, they've had to assign a meaning to the pieces
I saw your comment, Brandon. I have to laugh because I'm not. And that's how I felt the other night when I was trying to explain something. I'm like, wait a second. We're cool. I know that I got Starry. I got Starry's cards laid out, and we're okay. His comment cracked me up. I'm sorry. I'm stoned. I forgot. Okay. But you were going to do KC. Are you do KCMR? I will do KCMR because I understand the question. So, Brandon, to answer your question, I got Starry first, and then I'll do KCMR. Okay.
Jen. Hold on. Jen, you need to wait until the 5th or the 6th week. Not right yet. Because whatever's getting settled out is getting taken care of. Okay, babe? It is getting worked on. And like, you know that's the right answer. There's just a concern about the future. Yeah, because this is the right partnership, babe. I have the Lovers. I have the 3 of Cups. I have the King of Cups. I have the Ace of Cups. This is the right answer. You're nervous. Yeah, you're nervous.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry. Well, if there's anybody after KCMR, you can either do it with me or Miriam will read you. It's up to you. I read KCMR yesterday.
Yeah, I can do her today.
Okay. So Starry, hon. Sorry for the delay. Here's what I got in regards to your question. Specifically, when you asked about his sexuality, I didn't get the Hierophant in reverse. I did get the Aquarius card a couple times. I got the Star card a couple times, and Aquarius is Uranian, and people that tend to swing the same way or swing in general. More than one. It doesn't necessarily, whether it be bi or straight. Aquarius did pull up, so maybe there are some touches of that. Personally, I'm not comfortable trying to post any sort of definition on somebody's sexual preference. That is not my place at all. So for you to figure that out, but with him directly, is between you and him. I got something a little different reading the cards on what's going on. So let me tell you what I saw, Starry. Okay. Kind of just want to show you. But the way it came out, like the very first, and the top card is the card that came out. This card I show below is the clarifier for it. Okay. So I've got the 3 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords in the upright. Okay. So I don't know if you guys, I did kind of get the gist and feeling that maybe you guys worked together or met each other through work, or if he's just got a lot going on his plate. Because when I pulled for Joseph, the next to that, wouldn't you know, in true Heather fashion, I pulled Justice in reverse, clarified by Justice. All right. And then, you can't help but see the reflection, the mirroring. Okay. I too believe that perhaps Joseph may be in a period to where he's dealing with some, and there's just all this stress, like looking with that Queen of Swords in reverse and the 7 of Swords, looking with very much holding some resentment and some horrible thoughts about how somebody freaking did him wrong. Okay. And the justice was not right. Whether that has, to me, it very well could be relational, right? I pulled clarifiers to see what the justice cards were about, and I'll be damned if it didn't come up with the courthouse. I'll be damned if it didn't come up with the family room. So does Justice or Joseph have Joseph may have some pressing matters going on in his life that are very Libra oriented. Relationship. I don't know if he has a kid or if he has, or I'm reading you, Starry. So no work. Yes, he's socializing. He's working hard, I guess. Me, probably. I asked the question. Okay. All right. Well, so I don't know if he has a family or if he's dealing with something within his family dynamic where he's having to deal with some court proceedings. It could have to do with maybe some past transgressions that you don't know about. Okay. I do see that I think that maybe he does like you and sees that talking with you and that he can trust you as a confidant and to be mature enough to help hold his secrets. I don't know if there's a big age difference, but something very much tells me that he sees you as younger, maybe less experienced, and or less experienced in some of the burdens that he's dealing with in his life. Okay. By that, I do think that maybe he wants a fresh start, wants to start with you, but there's something that he's dealing with that is just very delayed. He's got the wish is in reverse. There's a 5 of Cups to clarify with the Death card in reverse. And then, as far as overall energy, I know I'm going slow and showing you these cards because I need you to show the energy, see the energy they came out in. But with that, I just don't think that he wants to be in a relationship with anybody. I think that he got burned. I think that he's dealing with a lot of shit in his life, and he's okay being friends with you. Just because, and when I asked for the overall outcome for you, here's what I got. I got another star card, which is a good wish fulfillment. I don't know that he's even looking at any other options, honey, honestly, with that. But he's been hurt. Okay. The clarifier for that was the 8 of Wands. Okay. So with that, I want to say that maybe he might express a little bit of that to you. Okay. With the star card and the Aquarius in there, if he sees you as a true friend and you open up that trust, that might help it evolve a little more. With the Aquarian energy, maybe he does like to have, what do you call a little pineapple sesh every now and then? I don't know. But if that's something that you feel might really be something, just if you're okay with it, don't let that hold you back. But understand that this man is dealing with some hurt feelings and some repressed emotions, and a lot of mental angst and things that he's paranoid about letting anybody in. I don't know what his sign is, but if you think Capricorn or Aquarius are very Saturnian, which were the card fashions that came out, besides Libra, I would say it looks like he's probably going to be a good mature match. He's just got to get through some stuff. And as a friend, as a trusted friend, that might be the way to his heart. That's what I got for you. I hope that helps. It really bothers me if I hear that readers are telling people about somebody else's sexual orientation that they don't even know. That's kind of messy. But hey. Hey, we got Amy in here. Hi, Amy. He's an Aries. I did have the full card. That was up in the read too. So yeah, that makes sense. We don't really like feelings a whole lot. I'm an Aries rising with an Aquarius moon, hun. And I've been forced into my feelings for like, how many months now? 3. Blech. Feelings. Who needs them? So just, if he's being friendly with you, that means he likes you. I trust. I don't hang around with anybody I don't like. So there you go. Hey, Allie. Oh, we got all of our friends coming in, babe. All right. Yeah, that's just his characteristic, babe. All right. Hope that helps.
Okay, so I have KCMR's cards out. How do I put this? Did you guys have anything financially joined together? Casey? KCMR?
I'm sure
KCMR's
close. KCMR, did you guys have any financial ties together? And Brandon, who's next for me, babe? I need to know that they're here and what their question is.
I said to break up the clarifiers. I just keep going with what you got.
Sort of, he owes you money. Okay. All right. You're coming in sort of looking at it like maybe the money wasn't that big of a deal to you in the first place. What you were more concerned about was the connection and the way that you guys felt around each other. He is not looking at that at all, which is dumb. I'm saying it like this because you might stand there with the high priestess in the reverse. Like on one side I have this and then the high priest, and it's sort of like, really? Because you're over here and I can see there's passion, there's excitement, there's like, to me, it kind of looks like whatever he has done to you, you recovered from already. And you didn't know that this was a card on the table, but here it is, right? So you're sort of like, I'm excited to see you. Like, hello, let's talk about next steps. Like, and are we going to have coffee again? When can I hear from you again, right? So you're coming in with orange, red, purple, fuchsia, just all these favorite colors of mine, orange, and like we're on a beach and we're having fun. And then I look to this person over here and my God, is this not depressing? It's depressing because there's some sort of happiness. Like, I'm scared to be happy. Like, this dude it would be like this. On the outside, this person is saying, I don't want to lose a friendship with you, right? And on the inside, there's this huge conflict because you make me so happy, I want to throw up in my dinner. Look at this. Look at it. I'm so scared to be happy. I'm chewing off my fingers. That's how scared I am. What if this person makes me so freaking happy? Then this person has like contingency plans and contingency plans. There's all these contingency plans. And I don't even know. It's sort of like you've got the chariot, they've got the chariot. This is a fresh new beginning here, but it's a possibility of a beginning. And the way that they're sounding, I don't like the tone of this person. The way they're sort of coming in is, you misunderstood me. You misunderstood what I said. You misunderstood. So whatever the reason kind of that pulled you guys apart from one another in the first doggone place, it's almost like it's a gaslighting thing. That's why I think it's stupid. Because
it's an avoidant thing. It's a dismissive avoidant of like, oh, this was a complete misunderstanding. I couldn't be at fault. Shit. That's what I'm
But
hearing.
secretly on the inside, they're so scared if you don't also move forward, because it's such a machismo thing. Whatever this is that they're doing. Oh yeah, she didn't mean that much to me. That's how this person is. So it's like everybody can see you, bro. Everybody can
It is.
see
It's like that Cat Williams meme or GIF you guys see everywhere all over the internet. It's like,
so dumb.
do you know that I can see you?
Yeah, Cat Williams. Yeah.
Do you know that I can see you? Like, oh shit!
Like, it's so dumb. Look at this. Like, oh, my heart's wish is to be with the rebel, right? Oh, my greatest hearts. I will do if I must self-sacrifice myself and do this for the collective. Then okay, I'll make up my mind to be happy. Okay. If you tell me I must, I will sacrifice myself for the
Yeah.
greater good.
Yeah, I'd say ask for receipts about that sacrifice because, don't just let somebody in that's just pretended you didn't exist and owed you money for fucking 5 months.
Silly, man.
What I say.
I mean, it's so obvious. Do you not see? It is so obvious. Everybody can see the love. Everybody.
Hey, is my person even still in there? Brandon said I have somebody, but I don't even know what the name is. Krishna. Are you done reading? I'm sorry, I'm just interrupting everyone.
No, I got my email on mute.
Okay. All right. So, Kishna, that was a weird question. I was having a hard time reading and understanding it, and I haven't seen your name pop back in chat. If you're here, you got to let me know so that I can lay down for you. Otherwise, who's after Kishna if we need to skip Kishna? And yeah, Casey, I'm scrolling through and I see you're like, I'm actually pissed and nonchalant.
Can you tell Casey more what I meant, please? She doesn't understand exactly.
In regards to
The reading that is it.
Oh, I didn't hear the whole reading. I heard the back end and I remembered the part of the reading from what I said. Or for, that's why I threw that in because I knew there was a ghosting incident, for several months, like 5 months.
Can you mute for me, please?
I am.
Casey Amar, my dear beloved friend. Your person is lying to themselves about how they really, really feel about you because it is so obvious to anyone and everyone who gets around you both. It's really that obvious to see from afar, sitting in a restaurant on the far side, they'd look across the restaurant and go, those two people are in love. And your person would be like, ha ha. It's just stupid because everybody can see how in love you guys are. It's just dumb.
Well, I really hope that it goes. I hope your meeting goes well. Just don't go melting in front of them or anything. You stay on that cool and detached thing. Make them sweat. Make them sweat.
Unless you're an Aquarius, please do not take that advice. That advice is only for an Aquarius.
From an Aquarius moon. Sorry.
Yes. My point. If you're a Libra or a Leo, you go ahead and feel that shit. If you're a Cancer, you go ahead and are a Pisces. You just go ahead and feel the flow.
All right. So the person who had the question, we're skipping because they have not popped back in. They've had plenty of time. Plus their question didn't make a whole lot of sense. So who's up next? I'm sitting here waiting. Dulcie knows. Aquarius rising. High five. High five, girlfriend. Hey, Brandon, Elam, I didn't see a question for Elham. So if Elham, if you're in here, put your question in if you want it read. Otherwise, we're skipping by. Allie, so was Allie after Elam? Because we may have just to skip 2 people. You have a then Ivan. All right. Well, I'm looking through the chat because this is kind of ridiculous. Still going through chat. If people put their question in here and run. Amelia has a question. Allie has a question. Put me on the list. You just can't release me out of the world like that, she says. Amelia. Ivan says, yes, I'm here. Ivan, what's your question then? Because you were already on the list, but I don't know your question. Put it in there. And Amelia, if you got a question, put it in there and we'll both grab you and then we'll move on to girl rules and I guess Allie. And if nobody else is coming in, we're going to take the night and run. That's what's going to happen. Because I see him over there in pain.
I'm sitting on the ice pack. Y'all don't know that.
And she's already been fed. She's kind of like a hubby like that. You feed them and they just go crash out. It was delicious, darling. It was delicious. I slept in. So we have, last night was really bad paranormally.
No. Sorry. Like, truly, you must.
Okay. So a couple nights ago, Miriam and I are just standing in the entryway of the house and I'm sitting on the stairs talking to her. The dogs are sitting right next to her. And all of a sudden I hear somebody start to walk down the stairs. But like right before it happened, I kept thinking I was seeing something out of the corner of my eye. I'm looking all over the room and Miriam's just talking to me and looking at me like, what the fuck is she looking at? And then I hear the couple of footsteps right behind me and I turn and she turns and I look and I go, you heard that, right? You heard that? And she's like, yeah, I heard that. And we just ignored it for a minute and started talking again. And then it was like boom, 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 3 steps followed by, think of the silver duct tape going, rip the sound of duct tape from right behind me on the stairs. Like dude was going to straight get me. And I looked up, I was like, you mother effer. You ain't going to scare me. You better get your ass. Like, it was funny, but it kind of frustrated me a little bit because I'm like, you don't come in here with cruel intentions, right? And I know it's my Pluto, my Scorpio energy that I just have beings around me a lot. And here last night, I'm outside on the patio, just enjoying the sunset, had my phone in my hand, and I'm looking at it and it gets boom, it gets hit like physically, my hand and the phone get hit forward like that. And as that happened, my phone buzzed and went off. I had a message. I had a text message. And I'm like, yeah, you were just showing off is what the spirit was doing. And then last night, my cats were freaking out, like from room to room. They kept going back and forth and talking and really looking. And I kept seeing orbs go across the room. And then I started to feel a little unsettled. And I told the cats, I was like, do you see where it is? Where's it at? And all of a sudden, dead silence, you hear what sounds like a big giant cup being dropped on a hardwood floor. And it was going doo, 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 like that. And I'm like, what in the heck is that? I'm going outside. I didn't know if there was a real person that had found their way into the house or what was going on. But I went back out to the patio by myself for a little bit. I texted Miriam. I'm like, oh, there's some shit happening up here. Are you awake? And I didn't hear back from her, but finally I got ballsy enough to go back inside. And nonetheless, I find this thing that I had a piece of cardboard with like, the push pins you use for sewing. I had like 8 or 9 of them in a piece of cardboard just so that they could hold them. And I had it pushed up against, well, it was flipped upside down in the sink. So whatever it was just showing off, kept me up till like 5:30 this morning. And I slept till noon, but I got up and Miriam goes, oh, I see you were finally able to sleep. I think we got our friend out of here. I'm like, well, good, because he kept me up all damn night scared. He wouldn't leave me alone. Wanting attention.
Well, if you guys have been with me long enough, and a lot of you have, then you guys know that I love Hans Holzer. And Hans Holzer spent 50 years working with a medium to escort ghosts out of haunted places. Okay. And I thought to myself a few years ago, I want to be one of those. I want to set the ghosts free. I want to send them home, to the other side of the veil, because they're stuck in between worlds and they deserve to go home. And I've had enough of those conversations with you, right? Well, this was like number 7, except this was a Mexican male. I want to say that he was maybe 32, 33, 34 years old. And the dogs get me up at 3:45 in the morning because they got to go pee, right? I'm stumbling outside and I look at my phone real quick and there's Heather. And I can read it and I can feel the dude. And I'm just standing there like, okay. You don't believe us, right? You don't believe in this stuff. You don't believe what, you come to us for help and then you don't believe what we say. Okay, I understand. I've met your type before.
Conflict of interest, but
really ridiculous.
I pretend like I don't need you.
Dumb.
But I kind of need you.
So a couple of hours goes by, or at least an hour. Okay, I run the dogs. I make a cup of coffee. I go sit on the couch, drink my coffee. Too many interruptions in my life. Coffee belongs to me. Okay, that's where I draw the line. I drink my coffee. I get up to go outside again with the dogs. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning at this. The dogs want to run again. And I can feel him pushing from her room. And I was literally like, okay, you don't want to believe me? Fine. Because those of us that, and you would know because your electronics are lining up with you at this point. If you're on the flip line, you're aligned. And Heather and I are aligned. We can turn on any show, television show, movie, music. It doesn't really matter. The words are clicking and matching. Bump, 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 bump.
I say a sentence, TV gets turned on, and the show says.
Yes, we're so on point. It's ridiculous. I'd be like, hey, you want to see this bear? And the show would be like, yeah, I got a bear. Look at the bear. Like, this is sick. So yeah, I told him, I said, if you're not going to believe in us, then I'll just turn on the phone. So I flip it to TikTok, right? And the reader on TikTok is live. It's one of my favorites. And she's talking about what happened to him. Okay, now because Heather and I are right on the line, I know that what the reader is saying, it doesn't belong to her or I. Nobody poisoned anybody in their food and tried to cease and desist this person. So I told him, I said, that ain't us. You know that ain't us. Because look at us. We're like two little old ladies in a shoe. He stood out there in disbelief for like another hour and a half. Dude would not stop not believing. And then one of the ones down the line, it came to, curiously enough, tell me all, it was asking AI. I thought that was cute. The dude was like, AI, what happens to our consciousness when we cease and desist? Okay. So AI goes, the first stage of losing one's consciousness is that you go here. The second stage is that you go here. The third stage is that you go here. And I'm making this face at this dude at this point. Like, you have wasted how many hours of my time right now? And then it's like, the first pow in the face of shock. Total shock. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. It was like 30 minutes of I can't believe this. And I'm still dragging feet because this dude just won't let go and just cut loose, dude. Right? He finally takes off about 9:00 in the morning. And I don't know if he's still around or not. I did give him instructions on what he needs to do to go home, that people are waiting on him and he's holding up a line. And you're a stranger in another stranger's house, and how rude. It's rude. I don't care if you're cease and desisted or not. I treat them the same because they are people just like we are.
Well, we had an old lady. Now we had that dude that was in disbelief that he was gone. And then, so yeah, in that.
Guys, I'm muting on purpose. I'm muting.
I don't know how long ago you stopped hearing me, but she muted and I was still muted because we were both talking.
Oh.
Well, you missed the story. I don't know how long ago you muted, but.
When you started talking.
Well, I unmuted, so the fact that there's still no sound makes no sense.
Maybe they're not supposed to know. Maybe we're not supposed to tell too much.
Oh. Allie says, oh, my bad. All right.
Well, it was fun listening to us tell a story.
Well, I don't know how much of that story you did or did not hear, but evidently the ghost didn't want you to fucking hear that they got a portal up in this, y'all. In my bathroom mirror that I had to close.
I've been in there a million times. I didn't know there was a portal in there.
Yeah.
Makes sense. You know what's, do you guys remember Stephanie? My beautiful Stephanie, Arc Stephanie? The Arc Stephanie? Well, she and her group of 5D grid workers, I was on a call with them once for a couple of hours, and they could all tell that this place was a gateway. And I was like, I'm at a gateway?
There's a lot of wanderers around here.
That's awesome. Now I know it's true. There's a portal up there in the bathroom.
I had never seen a mirror straight turn into like water around the edges ever. And I've seen full body apparitions more than once in my life. It's a thing with me. And looking in this mirror, man, I know you guys couldn't hear it. I'm hoping you guys can hear us now. But I was looking in it and it just started like doing this. And then all of a sudden it like turned to water all around the edges and it was like glistening. I'm like, okay, we're going to go ahead and set this down right now. We're going to close this down proper and a little chit chat. All right. So we're going to move forward because I think we have a couple more people. I forgot like in the stories. It's Friday night. Ivan, Elham. Hi from Belgium. My name is Lance. February 1990. Do you see me finding love soon? Thank you. Ivan, I hope you're still here. I know we got talking and I don't know who, Elam, get Elam's question because Elam got skipped and finally popped back in. Elam, put in your question real quick.
Yeah.
I'll get Ivan. I hope Ivan's still here. Please let us know if you are. Ellen wants to know, will Amir come back to me by the end of October? That was the question. Ivan, Lance. Pisces, do you see me finding love soon? All right, Ivan, I'm going to have you open up and go ahead and lay down some cards for you. I'm going to mute while I'm shuffling. 1111 on our people and likes. Pausing.
Elam, I show a definite yes. Absolutely yes. There's something here about money, saving up, earning enough money. This is also, it's kind of like there's something I got to do. It's like a completion of a contract or a completion of a thing. He may even be paying something off. There's also a sort of thinking that you're going to wait forever. That's a person who would wait forever for me. And that's not the case. I see this person, they keep putting it off for work. They keep putting it off for work. That's what I see. That if you've tried to reach out and ask about feelings, it's like this person's always at work. I'm busy with work. I've always got work. This, and she or he would also, they'd wait. So it's a little bit of an arrogant attitude. But I do see, are you guys going to have a new baby in the family or something? Because this is like outside pressure that you may be receiving, where there's a turning point, like a conversation that happens about how you're not getting any younger to start going after and achieving your dreams. And to me, it looks like someone who wants a baby, or they want a family, or they want to create something new. And this person's all about money. Many stokes in the fire, things that need to be caught up with. Dropping like a brother, and maybe that's on their timeline, like a brother is important, let's put it that way, but it's like a bad influence from a brother. Someone going, you wonder why you can never
Think about me, Ellen says.
if he does, he's doing it in this way of like, it's twofold. One of them is kind of like, well, either you or a person like you is the whole reason I have to bust my butt so hard. So it's like a hero. It's a hero complex. It's a hero complex that sort of says, I'm never going to be put in a certain situation before. And if I'm ever going to have a partner of any kind, then I want someone who expectation. And then there's this conversation, like it is a negative influence from like another male. It is a negative influence in a bad sort of way, where it's sort of taking anger out in a certain way. I won't go into like all of it because that's like a personal reading. But what I see is that yes, he does show up, but he's even when he shows up, he's still not in the right frame of mind. Because this is what I see. I see that someone very close to you is going to have something lovely happen and will need a lot of your time to come together with this person. And you're going to turn and look at that new situation. Do you have enough time?
No, it's a shutting down. It didn't even give me a warning.
Oh, God.
Keep going, baby.
As you turn to look at that other thing, he is going to start going, hey, how come I don't hear from you, or what's happening? And it's like this space of time that he doesn't hear from you. Anyway, when he comes in, he's coming in with a hero complex that doesn't belong to you. You know, it belongs to him and something he dreamed up in his head as a way to motivate him to keep working. Okay, that's one. Two, he's coming in because he's afraid at some point that you're going to get absorbed into a new life without him. So when he comes in with this wrong frame of mind, because it does show happening in 3 months that he's coming in, but his mind frame is wrong about who, what, when, where, how, why, you know, all the things. I think you may discover that it's not the reunion you anticipated. Yeah, like it's going to be, there's going to be disappointments. Because I think in the end, there's this huge span of time where you like waited for him. Or like waited for anything. He really is like a workaholic, isn't he? This person's like a workaholic. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll be honest. Some of what this person says to you, because it's sort of like you knew the commitment, you knew that what I said was true, you knew that I told you I wouldn't have a whole lot of time for doing X, Y, Z. You knew that that's how this conversation is going. You took something from me without giving me a choice. It's sort of like not taking your time into consideration. Because it's only like this dude sees you for like 2 days, something like that, 2 days. And the way that this person comes in, it's all wrong. I swear to you, that's what I've got, Ellen. 2 days. No more than a week. 2 days to no more than a week. Do you ever wonder if he's having a conversation with you in his head, but he didn't invite you to the conversation? Because that's what this person sort of feels like. Like he's talking with you in his head, but he's not talking with you.
So my phone died in the middle of her doing a reading. I had to run upstairs and grab my charger just to even get hot back on and finish this reading. So, man, I stubbed my toe, like 4 of them.
Are you serious?
In front of that fucking mirror, I swear. Oh, it was like, yeah, I was just trying to hurry. And so my phone,
In front of the mirror?
in front of the mirror, my director's chair was in front of
Bless.
the mirror. Yeah.
At this point, we're going to be sending your family members back to heaven once a week.
Y'all quit sending your family here.
Quit sending your family to us. God.
Because we got square footage. Doesn't mean
Jeez.
that man, girl doesn't need to sleep. Well, Ivan, I hope you're still in here. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of read. Okay. Lands from Belgium. It goes by Ivan. Okay. All right. Will you be finding love soon? Thank you. Well, after all that chaos, I don't know if you're still here, but got your cards laid, so I will read them. Hi, dear. Thank you for your patience. Will you find love soon? I got to tell you, I had everything just throw me off totally. I'm looking at you, and I can see that you're a very sweet, creative person, and you do have a lot to offer. I don't know that I see finding love. Like when I say that, I do see that you're going to find somebody that's going to end up being very, very fiery chart and very nurturing. When I go through here, let me just show you what I got. You're coming in with the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the clarifier for the Queen of Pentacles was the Knight of Cups in reverse. And that would probably be identifying you if you're Pisces. I think you said Pisces based off your birthday. And then we've got the Fool card in reverse in the middle of that. Sometimes, let me just put it this way. When I'm looking at this, I'm seeing that there could be the urge to maybe jump head in. You know, I ended up with 2 freaking Knight of Wands. Did it again. Knight of Wands, clarify, Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands reverse. We have that on the back end with the Empress hugged in between. So I definitely see a lot of phallic energy in this. Of course, I figured that was probably the case coming in with, I do see a new beginning coming up soon. And the Page of Wands, I think that you're going to find somebody younger than you that enjoys that you're different. You're just going to want to take your time in it. And the reason I say that is because I think that there's so many more ways that you're matured that maybe this person that you're about to meet is not. So sometimes, and all I'm getting, because I am seeing the overall energy being the 2 of Cups and coming through with the 8 of Wands. And then I've got the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So you're going to want, if you do have a younger one coming your way, you're going to have to be very patient to withhold judgment with the impatience. Don't get impatient with them. If you really are wanting a full-on love relationship with the person that you're going to be meeting, they are going to be younger. They're going to be much more flamboyant than I think that you're used to. Okay. That's kind of how I'm getting this wildness with these Knight of Wands and the Empress. They're probably going to want to go out a whole lot more, where you're probably going to want to be a lot more cozy and stay in, is what I'm getting. So just stay open to it. Don't rush it, and have grace. Reserve the feeling, reserve the want to hurry up and push this person away, because I think that this person has a lot to offer you in regards to new perspective and way of seeing life, you know, of experience. I think this person's going to help you create an experience that your soul's been urging, you know, to have, and go with it. Go with it. Just don't take it too seriously. I don't think it's going to be full on love forever, but it's going to be some fun. So wish you the best with that one.
Ivan,
And
that
Miriam's about
next
to
question you have there is best for an astrology reading. That's what we do.
Oh, why do I have to experience that again? Very interesting. So the way that you said that, you're like, I won't disagree. I'm trying to catch up with what you said. I won't disagree with that. Damn, it reminds me of an older relationship. Why do I have to experience that again? Aha, that's very interesting. I'm glad you asked that question.
That's what we do.
You know, I am like, shadow work is my jam. So you're going to get a shadow work talk regardless of what you're putting in there about, you know, why you got to do that again. Well, you know what, Miriam, you got to go. She's got to go. Well, she's got to go. But basically, you know, you attract what you put out. So if you want some more emotional maturity and less recklessness or flightiness, hold the mirror up, babe. Don't forget, it's all a reflection. We got to go. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. See you next time. Bye.